Boom. Okay, now I'm starting to record that.
This has been like a dream for me for a long time.
That's awesome.
You use one of these? Brilliant.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, especially when I have this gift, I want to know answers.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't know what kind of gift it is, but different.
So you haven't used one in a long time, just, you know...
I was like a kid. You go underneath the table, you
Yeah,
know.
just
Does blank blank love me, yes or no? You know, yada,
Right.
yada, yada.
Don't even worry about that because he's got it on.
Okay, well,
Now,
I just want it for my own...
We're gonna. I'll forward this to you. I'll forward the file to you. Get your email. I'll forward your file. I will. Sure.
Thank you.
So all we do is we sit here.
It's kind of hard to reach for me.
All right, then make it
because
easy.
I'm a little
easier.
shorter.
Okay, and let me just make sure my shot's on.
Sorry about that.
No. It's fine. Ready? Okay, good. Okay, cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sit here. We close our eyes, try to relax, and we want to just ask if there's any spirit here that'd like to communicate with us. And what we're trying to do is get a handle on what the Ouija board is and what my new friend Carol, right?
Right, Carol.
Carol perhaps has abilities that she'd like to understand. Is Carol psychic? Does she have gifts? And then I start just looking at it.
Concentrate and breathe.
Yep, just breathe and look at the plant chat.
All right, look
Yeah,
at
it's
it.
okay. Yeah.
You don't have to look, I mean, just wherever your comfort zone is.
Okay, so Carol does have psychic powers. Okay.
How are you feeling? Do you feel it?
Are you spirit? Are you a woman? See how lightly we're keeping it on this time.
Yeah, I'm not barely touching it.
Yes, you are a woman. Okay. Can you tell us your name, Spirit? Thank you for contacting us. What's your name? S. Great. Thank you. S.
S-O?
S-O. S-O-F. See where that's going. If it is, what I think.
Three? S-O-F-3.
Sophie, I thought it was. Sophie? Is Sophie your name? S-O-F-3?
3.
Maybe it meant an E, or maybe it meant...
Yeah, it could be.
Because
Could be.
wasn't that thing pointing?
It's Sophie. It's saying Sophie, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that went to the sun there. What's that mean?
Maybe you just missed yes.
Okay, for that name. What type of gift does Carol have psychically? Is she a clairvoyant? Is she a...
What's supposed to do with that? What is it?
or what's the word? What gift does she have? Gift of prophecy? Gift of what? Intuition?
N.
N. A. Not
Oh.
available? Or not, not available? Who knows? Does the Ouija board work by contacting spirits? Yes or no? I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, it looks like it's going towards yes.
If you were going to give us one word regarding about the Ouija board, what would it be? Because we're trying to make a movie about the Ouija board. What's one word to guide us to figure out how we can use this best?
X?
Is,
Well, maybe.
is it right under? Or is it supposed to be pointing?
X or it could
L.
be
L. I
L.
thought the L was
Yeah,
supposed
exactly.
to be pointing, so a lot of things that we misunderstood.
Maybe it's L, yeah.
Because it's supposed to point, not
Right,
under. It's not a
right.
magnifying.
Right,
underneath.
yeah, like the new one.
So maybe it was Sophie.
Yeah.
Because where was the one she pointed to? 3.
Well, she went
Three.
to 3. E's up.
So-
Yeah, I
I
don't.
don't know. Let's see.
But
Well, if it was
th-
pointing to this
3.
or Q,
3 could be something. You know, it's just.
significant in her life.
You never know. She might be 3 years old.
That's
Exactly,
true.
that's true.
And maybe that's
So
why
what-
she's not
so
spelling
we're
it correct,
L,
guys.
right?
Yeah, L. What else? E.
E.
O.
O.
Leo?
Leo.
Is that right? Leo?
Leo.
Leo. Well, maybe we're not done yet.
Yeah, maybe that. Maybe.
Maybe she's a Leo.
Constellation. Maybe the.
Maybe she's still tapping in.
Or maybe is anyone Leo here?
All right, yeah, there's a little thing upstairs about the different signs about, so maybe it has something to do with that.
Well, she gave us. Maybe she's 3. She's might be trying to tell us when her birthday is, or.
Yeah, even though we're asking the Ouija
Well,
board.
how old are you when you passed away, Sophie?
She went to
8.
8 or 7?
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe, or and is that it? 7 or 70 what or 60 something? We'll go this way.
17.
Or no, 71 or 61. Around there, you had a full life, Sophie? You had a happy life?
Or were you sick, Sophie?
So she had a full happy life. I don't know if she was sick, either one.
Yeah, I guess we have to ask one question at a time.
How about this? I don't know anything about Carol. I just met her tonight. Does Carol's middle name? What's the first letter of Carol's middle name? I just like to test, because I don't know
Okay.
it. Carol's middle name, first letter.
It's A-N.
That's,
Wow.
Sophia, we're impressed. What's the last digit to my? Actually, what's my birthday day? It's in January. What day in January is my birthday? Because Carol doesn't know it.
One.
Well, it's on
Oh,
2.
Two.
And then the other number? My birthday is January 22nd, 1971.
Oh my goodness. Can
Um,
you ask them?
sure, anything. You ask it.
What do I do with the gift I have when someone
Yeah.
dies? What am I supposed to do with that?
Is Carol have the gift of premonition of people who are going to pass to the next life? Because she seems to have had experiences seeing who's going to die
Or
before
the
they die.
thought.
The
The
thought.
thought, yes.
And she wants to use it for good. Does she have that gift? Yes, thank you. Should she try to how should she help people with it? Is there any word you could use to help? Or how could she help doing that? Help people with that gift? Ouija board. Maybe it's saying you have to do the Ouija board. I mean, you know what I mean?
Jeez.
How about this last thing? This will be interesting. Ready? Okay. Last question is this. This is a very important question. The Ouija board. It goes back a couple hundred years. William Fuld and Bond and all these other people. Is there some other thing from the past that the Ouija board started in Egypt, in India somewhere, some oracle artifact that was discovered, or does it start in the 1800s and stuff? In other words, is it more ancient than we think? Yes or no? Is the Ouija board more ancient than we think? Can you tell us where in the world it started? Where? China, America, India, Egypt, where? You. Okay. Feel that power? UN. Okay, UN.
United States.
United.
United, yeah.
All right, so United States is started in.
Yes.
What year did it truly get created, discovered, invented? Truly, what year was it? We'll do this way.
Yeah, sorry.
You're doing great, Sonia. Thank you. Or Sonia. 5.
5-1 or
5.
Maybe she misplaced the 0 for an O.
Yeah.
Or an O for a 0.
How about this? Was it in the 1800s, or was it in the 1800s, or was it
older time?
Yeah, like what year? What year? Around what year? X, maybe Roman numerals. X.
X. Oh, that's true.
1000. Or no, that's X.
Roman numeral.
Is 10 to 1. 1, okay. And, yeah? 6. That's interesting. We're 1600 and what? 50.
Or 4.
4.
Or 4, okay.
Yes.
In that year, what is the name of the man or woman last name of the man and woman who created, invented, discovered this incredible device, oracle? I mean, who's the name? S.
S, okay. T.
S. We need more help there. The name of the last name of the person who did it. S. I mean, do you know who is the creator of the Ouija board? It's okay if you don't. You do? Good. Thank you. All right. Well, we're doing a film about it and trying to teach the world about it. We know William Fuld and Bond and all these people and Kennard. Who is the person, man or woman, who created the Ouija board? Who had the first inspiration? Or was it discovered? I mean, who's the person? W?
W.
Oh, I think I know.
A.
W.
Did you
A.
M-A?
It seemed like W.
Oh, W-A.
W-A.
Mm-hmm.
W-A.
And more.
T.
What? W-A-T.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. W-A-T.
R.
Wart.
W-A-T-R.
Mm-hmm.
Wart.
Wart. T. Wart.
W-A-R-T-T.
Wharton.
Wharton.
How about this? Ready? Was the Ouija board invented, discovered, or really created by someone other than Elijah Bond, William Fuld, Kennard, or any of these other people that have claimed to invent it? Is it somebody else? Okay. Is that person someone that lived in ancient times, a long time ago? Okay. And how old is the Ouija board? It's the year 2011 right now. How old is the Ouija board? How long since it was first created? Hundreds, thousands of years? How old?
One.
One or two, yeah.
It's like more like one.
Okay. Seven.
1, 7, yep.
Mm-hmm.
How old?
4.
4.
1748.
1748?
So 1748 it was created? Yes?
Yes.
Wow. And 1748 it was created in the United States. Yes? No, okay. It's 1,748 years old.
Yeah, see, that's the question
Right.
you would ask.
So deduct that from what we have now, 2,000, and what's the number we got? That's 304. So like year 400 something. Are you saying it was like in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th century around there it was created?
Yes.
Let's see if it went off. But. Is that when it was created in that era? Was it created in that 500-year era, 4th century, 5th century, 6th century era?
Yes.
Okay, and I have an intuition that it was something discovered and by somebody as a single oracle, and then they maybe unearthed it, and then they mass-produced it and took credit. Is that what happened? Was this an ancient artifact that was singular, and it was taken and then mass-produced?
Oh, I don't look.
It said yes.
Was it found in Egypt, in another country, or
Exactly,
was it United
yeah.
States?
What-
Okay,
Was
so
it found in the United States? Do you want to say that?
yes. Mhm.
No. Okay, good. Tell me, what country was it founded in, or created in, or whatever? China, India, Egypt, where?
E.
E. E-N.
H.
E-N-H.
E-N-H. Maybe it's initial for something.
Yeah.
E-N-H. Egypt. No.
What was it in? Was it in Asia or the old civilizations like the Greeks, the Indians? I mean,
yes.
is that what you're trying to say? Is it old? What civilization created it? P or
P.
P C PC5 BC5?
Yeah, BC5.
Like,
BC5. It happened.
Okay.
That's a long time.
is there a Ouija board that is undiscovered that would shed light on the origin? Is it buried somewhere, like the Dead Sea Scrolls or something?
Yes.
Where is that board buried? In what country is that board buried to be found?
P.
P, okay. P-E.
R.
P-E. Peru?
Peru, yeah.
Is Peru the answer? So in Peru is the first Ouija board. If explorers were to dig it up, perhaps they'd find it there. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, let's finish up with more about you. At the end of the day, what? Let's see here. What should Carol? Do you have any words of advice to Carol about how she should help develop her abilities and gifts? Is it a gift? Yes or no from God? Is it a gift for her premonitions and her ability to see that?
It's not moving, I guess, yes.
No, it's we really appreciate this.
Okay.
How about this question? Is the Ouija board itself a device to reach your world, or does it depend? Is it the people? So yes, if it's the board. No, if it's the people playing the board. So it's us.
Okay.
So
And I have one random question. Last question. How about one last question? Right now, there's upheaval. There's recession. There's Occupy this and that. Is there going to be a change in the next year, 2012, Mayan calendar? Is there going to be an economic collapse? Is there going to be a major change, or are things just going to go on as usual? Yes for change, no for business as usual in our world. And my final question is, what year will this change occur? And we're going to presume, well, just what year? Right now it's 2011. When will this change occur? What year? 2, okay, yep. Five. 25 years from now?
I think 2005.
Sure, 2000. Well, 2005.
Maybe it started to change
2020.
anyway.
Yeah, maybe it started changing anyway.
Yeah.
Is the Mayan calendar correct? That's the last question I really have, because the Mayan calendar predicts the end of a major cycle. Is it correct? And last question, does this change involve anything involving meeting, and this is going to sound weird, but is there other life in the universe, or are we alone? Yes if there's other life in the universe, or no if we're just alone? So no. Okay, we're alone. All right. Well, then we'll say goodbye, because I don't want to take it. We want to respectfully thank you, and thank you for guiding us and helping us. And we'll say goodbye to you now. Carol and I thank you, and we'll say go to goodbye. We wish you all the happiness, and we'll just move it there. And we'll
Thank
leave it
you for
there.
your time.
Yeah, I mean, what did you feel? I mean, just in the sense that I'll tell you this.
What did you feel?
I felt an energy. It's like
Yeah,
it's like
it's
right
just-
now. If you and I do this right now, like, and move it. Let's try to move it. Right. Like put your lightly on it and let's
We
move
can't
it.
move
And we can move it, but we see
Yeah, it's
we
a
can't even
struggle.
coordinate it like it.
No, it
so
just
and then
came
you
flowing.
felt it was just
Yeah.
So I felt that too. Now, real quick, if you don't mind, okay, thoughts. Just 3 minutes.
Okay.
You just had that experience. You haven't had experience since you were a child.
Yes, that's
you have,
correct.
You are psychically. You seem to have a psychic gift. And my question to you is this: what did you, if anything, take from that? And take a moment, because being psychically sensitive, let the answer come to you. No pressure. Don't worry about the camera. What do you think you just experienced there? What do you feel? And take a pause if you
I
need
feel somewhat. I felt the power, but then I have doubts because.
I mean, you weren't looking at anything, which is amazing.
Yeah, I didn't look at anything
And we
because
felt
I
that.
didn't want to see if I was willing that direction. And so therefore I closed my eyes and I knew that I didn't will anything. And so it had to be smooth sailing when we were touching it together. We demonstrated afterwards that we could not smoothly push it together. We'd have to really give of ourselves to ask the Ouija board's questions. So I think in time for me is that I will become more connected with the spirits, and I think it will give me more clear answers.
And did you feel anything while you were playing in terms of, because I don't know what it's like to be psychic, did you have any flashes, insights, visions, feelings as we were playing that were
No, I felt
related?
very peaceful. I didn't have any instant, like the only time I have thoughts is someone dying. It's not a premonition,
I
it's just
see.
an instant thought. So when I did the board, I didn't have any psychic ability in that way. I felt at peace and I felt secure, like whatever they were saying, that was fine because it was flowing without me.
And it was a
even
good
looking.
spirit, or it was
Yes.
a good energy, right?
Is a word trust involved in that? I mean, did you trust that?
I trusted because I didn't open my eyes
Okay.
to see if I was willing it to go that way.
Right.
And so I went out on a limb and said,
That's
okay,
a
I'm going to
smart
close
thing.
my eyes and I want to see what happens.
That's a smart thing. I mean, that's good.
I felt total trust. That was good. Did you, because I came down late, did you name it? I mean, did it give its name as Sonia? Your
Sophie.
Sophie. Yeah.
Sophie, that
Good.
sits here, and she
Okay.
was
Do you
71.
often call, ask them for the names?
I hadn't really done it since for 20 years, and now that I'm making the film, I'm willing to participate because I'm trying to get the fun of
Right,
it.
exactly.
Why don't I use it anymore? Because I had a very scary experience when I was 18 using it. That was very frightening, but not frightening like, oh, I'm so scared. More like, I got to figure out what this is because it was so mind-bendingly weird and scary that.
And how strong it was compared to this.
Physical events occurred. As we did.
Yeah, so you're
things
reaching
happened.
somebody that died or reaching...
We reached something heavy, and it was manifested.
Well, I
we
tell you,
taunted it as dumb kids.
poltergeist is something that we create our energy. It's not of something dead.
Yeah.
What happens is we create the energy, negative energy,
Yeah.
and it feeds off of one another, and that's called a
Yeah,
poltergeist.
it could have been that. It could have been a demon. I mean, because that's what
Right,
it said
depending
it was.
on what you asked.
Yeah, and that's kind of it was dumb.
And it depends on, who was involved,
Yeah. It was a
and
bunch of dumb
also
kids.
what their thoughts are,
Yeah.
or maybe disbelief and playing around, but it was
Absolutely.
something not to play around
Absolutely no, and that's part of why I'm making this film because I think they should exist. I think they're powerful, but don't sell them to kids at 8 years old.
with. Yeah,
That's
well,
not
my friend over here, Susan Argo, she is a very strong believer in that, and she used to
Great.
give me crystals, and I still have one of them.
Did you ever use the Ouija board? And
Yes,
what's your opinion?
I have a
What's
Ouija.
your opinion on
I
it?
have a Ouija board. Well, I remember at one point I was in the home where I was renting, and I actually saw spirits there at that home. And but in that home, I was with I was in my 30s, and my children were teenagers, and we would be attracted to doing the Ouija. And the word Paz, P-A-Z, came over as I was asking a universal question about, what is something we need to strive for. And I'll always, or no, P-A-X rather. Yeah, Paz.
That which is, what that means.
Yes, peace,
Peace,
yeah.
yeah.
Peace.
And I remember
That's why
that
I
being
felt
one of the
peace, yeah.
last things, yeah. But that particular house that I was in, I actually was not expecting spirits to come, but they did a promenade into the fireplace. There were 3 couples, and it was the house really did. You could sort of see,
on the sides.
shadows of these things. But I've actually had very good experiences with the Ouija, and just been. In fact, I just asked. I was dealing with a little girl who was 10, and her father is a psychiatrist. And I called him because she was spending the night.
And this was
I said,
recently?
Yeah, I said, would you mind if Amy and I do that? And he said, oh no, I would encourage it.
Okay,
And
so what happened?
it was very nice. We had a very good experience, and she actually wanted to know what the names of the horses that she will have one day would be.
Yes.
I mean, it was very innocent.
Innocent, yes.
Yeah.
Well, you can make it as whatever you ask.
Exactly.
But
She was
sometimes,
totally into her horses.
there's portholes
Right.
in places. It depends on what happened in that event. Like, for